I would say there was basketball last night, but maybe a reasonable facsimile. Cavaliers blow out the Miami Heat. Boy, so much for Heat culture. This is one of the biggest even by saying it's a blowout, that's downgrading this. The Cavaliers beat the Heat 138-83. They completed a first-round sweep. The 55-point win, fourth largest margin of victory in a playoff game in NBA history. Cleveland also outscored the Heat by a combined 122 points. That's the largest point differential in a playoff series in NBA history. How about a round of applause for the Miami Heat?
We need a word that's bigger than blowout.
I don't know if you can say those words on radio. But at some point, you have to go, we're not going to win this. We probably can't even make it respectable. But when I saw that it was 43-17, I go, okay, I'm going to guess the Cavaliers are probably going to move on. Just a guess, but I think they're going to be able to move on from the Miami Heat and Heat culture. The Miami Heat are sort of like the St. Louis Cardinals. They're always there. Feels like they're always competitive. They'll like dip in and be in a World Series or win one, but they're always playoff worthy, playoff caliber. And then all of a sudden, Jimmy Butler wants out, and now it's Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo's team, and they went south quickly. But let's not lose sight of the Cleveland Cavaliers. They got the Defensive Player of the Year, and they got the Coach of the Year. They've been a great surprise that they took that next step, just like OKC did. That's what you want to see with these teams. They're going to compete for a title. What do you do the following year when everybody expects you to be great? OKC had the best record in basketball. Look at what the Cavaliers were able to do in the shadow of the Boston Celtics. But last night, I know we'll focus on the Heat. That was embarrassing. But what the Cavs have done throughout the series, they did what they were supposed to do. Yes, Todd?
When it's 72-33 at halftime and you're in the locker room, is it okay to take a peek at the travel agent or to kind of figure out where you might want to go with the family on vacation? You don't want Spoelstra to catch you doing that, but maybe for a second you're in the corner there just kind of looking at Travelocity. I don't know.
The Miami Heat have made the playoffs 26 times in the last 32 seasons. It's a given. But all of a sudden, you're looking at the Miami Heat differently. That used to be a destination. Remember, players would always talk about they wanted to go Miami. Dame Lillard wanted to go to Miami. A lot of these players are like, yeah, that's where I want to go. And I don't know if that's going to be the case moving forward here. Heat culture. Yes, Marvin.
But the thing is, they're still in Miami.
They are. You can visit. You don't have to go there.
It's kind of like Atlanta. NBA players love visiting Atlanta.
Yeah.
Just not living there.
Yeah. Well, they might love living there.
Just not playing there.
Yes, Paulie.
You're right. There was a time where both lifestyle and team, the Heat were like a 1 seed for free agents.
Yeah. But they got roughed up, and now the Cleveland Cavaliers will move on. Cleveland has Boston next. No. Cleveland has, well, we don't know what's going to happen in the rest of the East here. So Magic and the Celtics and the Pistons and the Knicks. So they would get the Pacers. The Cavs would get the Pacers and the Knicks and the Celtics. So that's good. That'll be fun. I'm telling you, the Pacers, they can score. They're dangerous. Now, I know they're going against a Milwaukee team that's banged up, but don't sleep on the Pacers, beating Cleveland. I watch enough of them to know that they probably love the fact that nobody talks about them at all. Rick Carlisle probably loves that. It's like, all right, don't let them, we don't need it. No headlines here. Nothing to see here. You want to, hey, Caitlin Clark's in Indianapolis. Come and see Caitlin Clark. Don't worry about us.